Hello, everyone. Once again, welcome to something a little different than what I normally do. This is, by the title, you can tell essentially how to sync up your audio, with whether it be webcam, whether you're doing it for. I thought I reversed the thing. Anyway, whether you're doing it for webcam, whether you're doing it for streaming, gaming, whatever you're doing it for, I'll tell you all the ways to sync up, sync out, fix your audio. There may be a few videos out there, but I'm literally just gonna speed run this because it's not hard and it shouldn't take freaking 20 minutes to get to an answer. Right off the bat, you go over to this drop down over here. You hit the gear icon there. You go all the way up, and this should be the same for OBS. I just believe OBS is like, this is Streamlabs I'm using. I believe OBS is maybe in this section here, and you go to audio, and it's essentially the same steps. It's just in a different location, or if it's in the same location, fantastic. So I digress. Hit the gear icon. Go to properties here. From properties, what we want to do is, select your device, and I this thing here is very interesting because if you I'll get to that later. For now, let's focus on the task at hand. Sync offset is what you want to do. You don't need that anyway. If audio monitoring is on, you can turn that off. It doesn't necessarily, kind of don't want that anyway. No more ums for the rest of this video. So what you want to do is go to this sync offset. Now, how do you know, one, what sync you should do, whether you should make it positive or negative, or whether you should type your own? The way to type your own, you actually have to click it and then, type it yourself. Don't use these arrow keys only if you've done your testing, but it's better to just manually enter in whatever sync offset you have. So, how to test it? If you're on webcam, because I'll tell you all the different ways to test it, whether you're recording your window, whether you're recording, well, actually, yeah, that would be the only case. Whether you're recording your window or whether you're recording your webcam, I'll tell you both. So, a webcam or gameplay or whatever. So, I'll cross the game one off the list first. If you're in a game and you're trying to sync up the audio, it's very similar to how you would sync it if you were recording via desktop, or if you were recording your applications here, and like essentially doing what I'm doing, except no webcam. So how you would do that is you would hover over this, or just anything. It doesn't have to be specifically this. I broke the rule already. Dang it. Anyway, hover over this, and you would say something along the lines of clicking in 3, 2, 1. And when you do that, you want to be recording as well as you do this. And let's say you want to test again. You say clicking again in 3, 2, 1. And as you do that action, you're syncing your audio from your verbal to what's on here. So you know that if you say clicking in 3, 2, 1, hovering over microphone HD in 3, 2, 1, clicking microphone HD in 3, 2, 1. You don't want to do that though, because it'll switch out your audio. I'm not going to click it, but you get the point. Essentially, that's the gist of it. And I want to make sure, okay, cool, I'm not covering anything important here. All right, so that's primarily the gist. I'm trying to avoid you all seeing the infinity loop because that could really throw you off. Anywho, aside from that, if you want to sync it up for your webcam, like me, how I'm speaking right now, one important way to do it, or one very easy way to do it, is just say, do a countdown. And some words you want to do a you want to use specific words, and because it's easier to tell if the sync is off, like things that include like 5, because you have to put emphasis behind it, or you can do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sort of sync, and that's how you do it for webcam. Now, I don't think I have anything else to cover here, and maybe this is just going to be extra stuff, I suppose. I've never had it where I'd record and it would randomly off sync, but as I said before, if you switch off the sync, I think you may have to start a new recording if you're actively recording, or if you're streaming, it may have you end stream. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think so. Why does this happen? Sometimes it can happen if your internal settings here are if you hear static in your mic as well. This is just something a bit different. This has nothing to do with much of anything else. If you hear static in your mic, like I'm using this and I'm using an actual like microphone, but I have this muted because I'm using a rig here, Plantonics, whatever, a rig. I used it specifically for gaming so I could talk to the people in the game and also record it separately. That's a whole other ball game to get into. And essentially, the setting would still work if you're trying to record a meeting and you want to have audio in Streamlabs, and you also want to have audio in like the Discord or anything of that nature. Like you still want your own voice to be recorded. You have to use some sort of splitter or a rig. It's not a rig. It's not the official word for it. A mixer. That's what it would be called. Mix amp. It's not necessarily an amp though. It's just a mixer. It's an audio mixer. And yeah, I think that's about it. Okay, well that's about the 5th today. But yeah, I'd say that's basically it. I do not think I have anything else to add. I'm literally just doing this video to... Oh, I guess I could say something about this area here. So, my audio, I don't know if it's very high or very low, but if you're... And, I'm just going to say this right off the bat. If you're doing a video, for goodness sakes, make sure your audio levels are decent, because... Or if you're talking loud, or if you're going to be talking quieter, or if your microphone just picks up a lot of stuff. 1, use a freaking pop filter. 2, lower your actual volume here. Some people just leave it at 100, or not 100, but it'll be at max level. And if you're gonna freaking yell in your video, unless you're trying to troll people, and I don't think the majority of people, if you're recording something, you're recording it for someone else, unless you're legitimately trying to troll someone, freaking turn this down. At least put it to 2. You don't want it too low for your game audio, which you have to balance it out, or you could just... let's get into other stuff. Anyway, this is it. It's been 8 minutes, which means ad is going to be good. Ad is going to be good, and a lot of people learn stuff. Unless you got ad block up. You see, I got ad block up here, but I block it for channels specifically. I think the only person I don't block it for is Jimmy Fallon. I don't even watch him. Anyway, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. There's going to be a couple more of these videos just because the channel, I have to get it in good graces with the YouTube algorithm again, since it took like a 3 or 4 or 5 or 6... 4-month break. So see you all then, and bye-bye. Hopefully this helped out. I mean, if you have any questions in the comments, feel free to leave them. I'll more than likely reply to them, unless it's something I've explained in the video and you just skipped it. So So anyway, see you all in the next one, and bye to the bye. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that other good stuff.